Richie Bulger Brothers. I made a video about when I switched to single pins. I thought that was the greatest. Still like it. Still think it's great. But it's funny as a bow hunter, especially, throughout the years, you make changes, and sometimes you go back to something that you think is just better for you. Because hunting, a bow hunter, we're very set in our ways, and we know what works for us. Now, single pins are still good. I still recommend them, especially for target shooters and stuff like that. And you can use them for hunting. I did it for a few years, had really no issues except one time where I had a deer at about 23 or 24. He got a little spook and scooted to about 35. And when I went to make the adjustment, by the time I got that pin set, he was gone. So that's why I think a 2-pin setup is great. 3 and with a floater. I think that's the ideal setup for a pure whitetail tree stand hunter. Not saying for elk where you're making 60, 70 yard shots. Maybe a 4 or 5 pin would be better. Maybe. But my theory is if you have a deer about 40 or more, you should have to be able to do some movement and adjust your pins. But different strokes, different folks. So this is a Trophy Ridge Hotwire. I love this site. Made some mods, changed a couple things. Not really changed, but added a couple things to make it easier for me, make it possibly easier for you. Now the light, it's one of the better lights out there. I find most lights, I can't find one just a push button light where it goes on and push off, because you see I have some tape on here. You can accidentally turn these lights on. They go on, you don't know they're on. So I keep a little orange tape. If I need it in the morning, I pull it back, turn on my light if I need it, and then when I no longer need it, I put it back in the off position, put the tape on, boom, solves that problem. You can believe me, all these lights, everybody accidentally turns them on, putting them in the bags, doing this or doing that, and before you know it, your battery's dead. And these batteries suck, changing them out and everything else. So that's one change. Up now, you have your 20 and 30, which are fixed. You can see right here, I marked my 20 and I marked my 30. So now you know which adjustment tool is for what hole, so you don't get confused. I also put a little mark that tells you which way to move them, up or down. Because sometimes, after a few months with a new bow, strings start to settle in a little bit. You might have to make a hair adjustment up and down. And it's good to know which way you're going, so you're not constantly adjusting back and forth. What else did I do? The biggest thing I did to the site, which I think that Trophy Ridge will eventually do, but it's something you can do yourself to make it more user-friendly towards you. Now here you see you got the markings here. I got 2 sets, one with physically the 40, 50, and the other just 2 marks in case this peels off for some reason. And I also put some orange nail polish on it. So now I have, as a default, the 40 and 50. But here you see you go 40, 50, 60, go down to 65 if I want to. Now, one thing I did to the site to make it user-friendly for me is right here. See that? That's a little piece of plastic that I glued and I put side tape on it. So now it's facing me. So now I can actually turn my sight and keep the bow right in front of me without having to look into the side. And this thing is bold and bright, and I can actually see where I'm going. I think that Trophy Ridge will do this eventually, but I think it's a great hunt. And there's room, plenty of room in here to super glue it. There's a nice little corner piece here. I wish Trophy Ridge would have done something like that originally, because there is room. I don't know why nobody thought of it. And you can actually see everything you want. And I put some tape on there, so in case I gotta make adjustments again, I can peel the tape off. You could put blank tape there to make it, I guess easier. Just put your own markings. But I have some extra tape that I bought from one of my sites, and it has the same exact on the other side, same 40, 50, 60, blah blah blah. So I think that's a great thing you can do. You see it right there. Really easy to do. So now the bow is facing me. Say if I got a deer is 30, runs to 40, my pin set. But if he scats a little bit 45, 50, and I feel comfortable with that shot, I can just move everything facing me. And that's it. So these are a little couple of mods you can do with your Trophy Ridge Hotwire that just makes it more user friendly, takes some confusion out. Some people I've seen complain that this has come loose, the adjustment tool. Hasn't happened to me. I haven't had to adjust really that much once I set everything. But you can put some Loctite in there or something to hopefully solve that problem. But it's a really good site. I'm really happy with this site. Again, I paid $57 if I remember correctly. I wish I should have bought another one. I should have. It was stupid. I said I was only there for 3-4 days. Somebody pulled it real fast. Realized people must have gobbled it up. But the trophy ridge Hotwire, you can see I got my quiver mount here, so everything you can put your quiver on it. There's no issues with that. Hotwire, loving it. Again, this is fourth week into hunting season. I had one opportunity. I couldn't get the shot off. It was actually 10 yards. The deer came in head on towards me, and I drew back, hoping the deer would give me some type of it was a real hard cornering 2-shot. I didn't feel comfortable, so when I went to let down, I was holding for like 2 minutes. When I went to let down, there was another deer which I never seen. Must have seen me because he snort wheezed, stomped, skedaddled, and then all the deer moved. I had about 3 of them there, and that hunt was over. So, but this trophy ridge Hotwire, I really dig it, man. This is staying on this boa. I don't think I'll be changing this out. And get one. You get some good sales on there. I would highly recommend it. Let's see how next year model comes out. I bet you they make some changes to this, make it more user friendly. But for the money, what I paid especially, you can't beat it. So trophy ridge Hotwire mods, make it more user friendly, take some confusion out. I think you really dig it. Bullets, Broadettes.